Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to an unusual 4 o'clock meeting of the Brookline School Committee. It is Thursday, September 20th, and we are meeting at 4 o'clock because there's a really interesting talk with Magna Chakravarty and Ted Dintersmith at 7 o'clock at the high school, and we all signed up. We're all going to go, if you can. Hope you'll go too. So we're on a tight schedule, and that's why we're meeting at 4 o'clock. We have our calendar up, and since our last meeting last week, it's been populated with all in the middle, all of the building committee meetings for all of the capital projects, the Brookline High School expansion, the Baldwin School expansion, the Driscoll School expansion. All of those are posted there. The ongoing work of the task force on school names that met a couple days ago and is meeting again, or maybe Monday night, and is meeting again in a month on October 22nd. All of our subcommittees and school committee you can see up at the top. And then down at the bottom, the Innovation Fund event tonight, Brookline Education Foundation, Metzger Fellowship, essays being read, always a really wonderful event to hear from our teachers. The Senior Center, Innovation Fund annual fundraiser, lots on the calendar. And we are going to go right to welcoming our Chinese exchange program visitors. And, okay, well, we can invite them in. And again, always a really wonderful part of school committee's calendar, whether it's sending off our high school students to the China Exchange Program or welcoming the Gaoshan #1 school visitors from China. Always a good event. So we have Steve Lantos, as always, here from
Thank you. It's good to be
Brookline
here.
High School to make the introductions.
The Gaoshan school students arrived to us on September 4th, so we've been here now just over 2 weeks, and I'm pleased to say that everybody's schedule is set. The students are mainstream. They're all with Brookline host families, so we're off to a really good start this semester, and I'm super pleased to say to you here that every time I come here and introduce the Gaoshan school group, if you could only see the other side and what the school looks like, and now I'm confident in saying that I know that several of you have been to the other side and have seen our exchange and can visualize what the school looks like and what Xi'an looks like, and knowing that experience that we share and have for our own students, the fact that all of you made the effort in May to come and take a week out of your busy schedules to come is super important for me and the program, because it shows your interest and dedication to practicing people-to-people diplomacy. And so with all of the politics and stuff that's happening in the news and on the national level, this people-to-people diplomacy is so important. It's so important. And the fact that you took time out to come and make that visit to Xi'an and visit our students and visit these students just places a lot of interest and value that I know the Brookline Public Schools has in people-to-people diplomacy. So thank you. I'd like to call up the China Exchange teacher, Ms. Li Yue, or Faith, and she's going to say a few words and then hopefully have a few of her students come up and share some of their reflections. So Faith, come on up.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great honor to speak here today. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you. Because of your support and effort, our exchange program has been going on for 19 years. Hundreds of students and teachers have taken part in this exchange program and benefited from it. The program enriches the students' knowledge and broadens their horizons. It makes a big difference to their development and even their future. In the past few weeks, all my students have been studying with their American classmates. I have been teaching. I have been working as a teacher assistant in Chinese classes. With the help of our American friends and teachers, we have been used to our school life here. We all feel very lucky to be in Brookline High School. On weekends, Steve drives us to many places of interest. He tries his best to help us solve all our problems and help us to be familiar with the surroundings. We have also learned a lot about the history of Boston and also Brookline. In the following several months, I hope to learn more about American education, history, teenager school life, culture, and so on. I also expect to improve my own teaching. I will learn a lot from my American colleagues. I believe these 5 months will be a valuable experience for me, and it will be very sweet memories. Finally, on behalf of my principal, Mr. Wang, on behalf of my fellow students, I will say thank you again. Thank you for your contribution to our exchange program. Thank you for all the things you have done for us. That's all. Thanks for listening.
Good afternoon, everyone. And my name is Lillian, and I'm an exchange student in Brookline High School. And sorry, I'm kind of nervous. It has been 2 weeks since I came to Brookline. After a long flight, we were warmly welcomed by our host family. And before I came to Brookline, I've already known that Brookline is an amazing neighborhood, and Brookline High School is an excellent school. And we were treated so nicely and warmly, and our host family regard us as if we are their own kids. And not only our host family, but also other people in Brookline help us a lot. Strangers smiled at us, and people always willing to help us when we are doing the scavenger hunt. And all these things make us know that how nice the Brookline people is and how nice this place is. And I really appreciate that all the things you did for us. And I believe we will improve a lot and learn a lot from these 5 months, and we'll try our best to really make Brookline High School and Brookline a better place. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Natalia, and I am the exchange student this year. Since coming to US, I have been surrounded by the great welcoming and this kind of atmosphere here from Brookline High School. And I really would love to send my greatest appreciation to my teachers, my classmates, and my classmates from China. They're all helping me with all the problems I'm facing here in America. And for the BHS, I think it is a really good school because the main building and the UA building are so fantastic, and we can take many kind of courses in the UA building. I think it is a really impressive experience here. And for the courses, I think I love the US history and the drama class because the teachers are so kind, and the courses are really interesting, and I love them. For the life here, I'm really thankful to my host family because they really care about what I think. Because I don't really, I haven't get used to American food, especially the cheese. Oh, so I just told my host family, and I just can't stand cheese anymore. So so my host mom just haven't cooked pizza and cheese anymore. Oh, and because I told her and that I missed Chinese food really much, so she just ordered some food from internet, some Chinese noodles, and I think it was so delicious, and I almost cried at that time. Because I never imagined that my host family would so care about me and my feeling. So I really appreciate it. So I hope I'll learn a lot here about American literature, and I think I will be better at speaking English here. So that is my hope, and I think I will make it come true. Thank you again for welcoming us, and thank you for this great opportunity.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Simon. I'm an exchange student from Xi'an. I have to say that our first 2 weeks here is fantastic. My host family is really nice, and the students, our classmates, and every one of our teachers are super helpful and kind to us. And our courses, they're mostly very interesting, and I'm I'm really into the U.S. history, especially after we went to the Plymouth Plantation and Boston Tea Party, which provide us a interactive activity to let us better understand the history. It is really interesting, and I'm willing to keep digging into it. So so like every morning I walk into Brookline High School and see all the students and teachers. I'm feeling like I'm in an environment of inclusiveness and freedom. So apparently there is an inclusiveness of all the ethnic groups, all the students coming from all around the world that meet here in Brookline High School, and they're communicating, they're cooperating, and that gives us a better understanding of how different people can be, and the fact that they're all equally treated here. But most importantly, the inclusiveness is that the respect to each individual student. Like here I can see the teachers respect each individual student. They respect their different ambitions, their different interests, their different hobby, their different dreams. So that's what I truly appreciate. So instead of judging student with one single standard, here I see teachers, they really try and encourage students to be what they want to be, to develop in the way they want themselves to be developed. And that student-centered, inclusive education system that you're constructing here, I really appreciate. I'm really thankful of having this chance to be here and take a completely different lesson, a totally extraordinary experience. So this inclusiveness provides us with freedom, the freedom to be better at the field we want to be better at, the freedom of letting all of potential soar. So I truly believe that with this free will of becoming who we want to be, we will attain true responsibility for ourselves. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
No notes. I want to thank and acknowledge the host families. Without our Brookline host families, nothing in our program would be possible. So if you could please stand along with the students who will be going to China next year. Thank all of you. And you'll see the students who will be sending to China in the spring, probably sometime in January. But Faith, if I could ask you to come up again, please. And if any of you have any questions or suggestions, comments, not to me, but to Faith.
Okay.
Ms. Scotto.
I just wanted to say welcome. This program has been an important part of Brookline for so many years, and it was such a pleasure for some of us to come to the Gaoshin School and to see our students there and to see all of the students that go there all of the time. We really welcome you. We will do whatever we can to make you enjoy your stay here and to learn a great deal. And we thank you for being willing to say, I'm going to do something completely unexpected. I'm going to go to another country and take this time away from my friends and family and just see what happens. It's a great adventure, and I'm so glad you did it. And we particularly want to welcome you.
Very much.
You are also having a great adventure, leaving your family in China. And we hope that you will have a very, very enjoyable time while you're here. So thank you.
Ms. Ditka.
Thank you. I also want to extend a warm welcome. A few of us did have the pleasure of coming to Xi'an and having the wonderful noodles, which unfortunately the internet here does not have. And we also had a wonderful experience visiting your school. There was a college that we visited as well, your Ministry of Education, and everyone was very, very warm and welcoming to us. And so I hope that only half as much hospitality is extended back to you as we received. So thank you very much for that. There were also many banquets and many speeches, and so we'll see if we can give you as many banquets and speeches as you gave to us, because it was incredible. I also want to note certain pieces of information that I took away from it. Number one, we sat in a chemistry class with 62 students in it, and so that was an enlightening experience for one of the other parents in the district and myself. Other people sat in other classes and had other experiences, but I thought that was something to bring back, as well as the speed with which you managed to construct buildings is astonishing. For those of us who you decided to do it to the time that students were in it. So I commend you on your speed as well. And I just want to thank Steve, because Steve comes, he brings the students, he brings teachers and parents together, but the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes to make this a success throughout the entire year, every single month of the year, nights and weekends, is truly incredible. So thank you, Steve, for your dedication and commitment to the program, and Faye, thank you as well as to all the parents. This wouldn't happen without incredible dedication from the adults for the students. So thank you for that.
Thank you. And thank you for keeping my chemistry class size down to 24.
I was just going to say.
Thank you. I hope in your visits around Brookline you happen to run into our students or our host families, but I know I'm speaking for the entire program this year and every year. Thank all of you.